Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So today we are going to be talking not about the flowers, but we are going to be talking about this Tulsi plant. This is also called as the Ocumum terraflorum, in Hindi as they call it as Krishna Tulsi, because it's slightly darker in color. We have the green one and the darker one as well, so this is called as the Krishna Tulsi. Now it's a very simple to grow plant. Initially I used to have a very hard time to grow it, but eventually I realized what are the requirements that it needs, and ever since I started doing that, I have seen a good amount of growth. Now they definitely do not like a lot of direct sunlight. Morning direct sunlight is absolutely okay, because this is the place where it gets a good amount of morning direct sunlight. Around 5 hours it tends to get morning direct sunlight, and then during the afternoon it is an indirect bright light. So during the afternoon it does not get any direct afternoon sunlight, only morning direct sunlight, and you can see it has already started to bloom as well. So this is how the blooms tend to look like. Now these were the older blooms, they already bloomed and the seeds fell into other pots, and I'm going to show you where exactly they have fallen down. Now over here, this is where I noticed. Now this is my caladium. In the caladium pot I started noticing this. So again, this is Krishna Tulsi. These have grown from the seeds. The seeds have dispersed from, you can see this is the dry stick left behind, and these are the seed pods. And over here as well, I have 1, 2 and 3. So 3 of them in this pot, 2 of them in this pot. So the seeds automatically fall into the pots or other pots. They tend to spread around, and you will find them growing everywhere. Now talking about the soil mix, I tend to use the same soil mix what I've used for my other plants as well. I'll put the link in the description below. Now what I have noticed is the soil has to be slightly moist. If the soil is not moist, or if the soil tends to dry, the plant will start to dry immediately. So you have to be extremely careful. That you do not let the soil dry out completely. There has to be slight amount of moisture, otherwise the plant will start to dry. Initially I forgot to water, and you can see the stem has already dried up, but then because of the rains as well, luckily because of the rains as well, it has helped a lot. So even if I tend to forget, it tends to get the rainwater, and it tends to do quite well. And all of these have grown thankfully because of the rainwater. And it's very important that you do not let the plant dry out. If the plant will dry out, then the plant is very difficult to revive back. So at all given point of time, there has to be a slight moisture in the soil, only then it will do quite well. Now about fertilizers, I have not added any fertilizers. It does not require much of fertilizers, but if you want to add any fertilizer, you can go for any liquid based fertilizer. But to be honest, I haven't added anything, and it has been doing quite well. It's growing well, it's flowering as well. So again, it depends upon you. If you want to add fertilizer, you can either use compost or liquid fertilizer or seaweed fertilizer. Anything will do quite well. Now my plant is slightly affected with scale insects. I have to treat it, but overall they do get affected with mealybugs and aphids, so you have to be extremely careful. You can go with any organic solution, whatever is available. I will be cleaning it with the Q-tip like I have shown you in the other videos as well. But overall it's a very easy to grow plant. It is considered as a medicinal plant and a holy plant as well, so it is doing quite well. So I will be repotting the babies very soon. Once they reach a couple of more inches, I will increase them in number, because it's always good to use them in tea. So if you have cough or if you have cold, you can always boil it in water and have that water, because it tends to work out really well. It has a lot of medicinal value. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.